John, what happened?
John Gotti after Floyd Mayweather defeated his son in an exhibition battle. The Jr.'s relationship with Mayweather worsened. John Gotti Jr., who famously declared war on Floyd Mayweather, went on to fight, and fight. Much like the first exhibition battle, this one was dogged by controversy from the start, when Floyd Mayweather angrily blasted the referee for calling his shot illegal. Floyd Mayweather's battles are often referred to as the game of money or the game of
Go to war. Go to war. Wait.
awareness, because to his extraordinary ability to control the mechanics of a fight even as it is happening. Algieri was especially taken aback by Mayweather's capacity to exercise even more influence over the game by effectively removing and substituting a referee mid-match. Charlie Algieri emphasized this amazing knowledge by saying, "I think back to one of HBO days of Floyd when he's in the middle of the fight. And corrects the commentator, who said that I think it was something to do with him turning around. Southpaw asserted that they had fixed them, and that they had never done it before. That's a new one for me, it's an all-time high. Floyd is among those fighters that constantly pays close attention to what's going on around them, so it's not good at all for him to actually fire and hire a referee in the middle of a bout. As he nears the end of his career, Floyd Mayweather is utilizing his unwavering...
I think back to one of HBO days of Floyd when he's in the middle of the fight and corrects the commentators who said that, I think it was something to do with him turning southpaw, said he'd never done it before, and he told them, corrected them, no, I've done this before. So, Floyd's one of those guys who's always been super aware of what's going on around him while the fight's going on. But for him to literally fire and hire a referee mid-contest, that's an all-time for me. That's a
control to rule the exhibition circuit. Chris Algieri highlighted Mayweather's exceptional control over the ring even further, claiming that nobody else could match Floyd's abilities. He went on to say that Mayweather has earned the right to stage big events and reap the associated financial benefits. Floyd is the one in control. His stellar professional career has allowed him to deserve his exhibition run at this point in his career. He's getting paid to put on shows and perform at the moment. Floyd Mayweather once again demonstrated his...
This was an exhibition, so it kind of takes on a little WWF or WWE effect to it. The first fight kind of did with the interference from outside the ring and the brawl outside the ring. And then this time too, I don't know if the referee got fired by Floyd or the referee fired himself because he couldn't deal with Floyd yelling at him. Bit of sensitivity, I guess.
Supremacy in the boxing ring during his rematch with John Gotti in Mexico City. Approximately the second round of the demonstration. Match, which attracted approximately 22,000 spectators. There was an unusual development. The referee was switched mid-fight. Hector Afu, a Panamanian referee who was officiating the fight, got into a violent argument with Mayweather about a left hook that Afu thought was unlawful and fled the ring. Afu appeared to be furious as he exited the ring following a heated discussion sparked by Mayweather's rage. Due to this unforeseen circumstance, the referee was replaced by Mexican official Alfredo.
And this guy Hector didn't get the memo. He thought this was a real fight. He really thought this was a real fight, and he's officiating the fight like it's a real freaking fight. And that punch didn't stray behind the head at all.
Marissa, who took charge of the remaining bout on a pro box TV show. Paulie Malaji compared the unique officiating scenario to the theatrical elements of professional wrestling, pointing out that the original fight and the rematch had a very WWD feel to them due to the uncontrolled meddling. Furthermore, he noted that peculiar officiating circumstances are not unheard of in boxing, stating, "I'm sure there's been others. We've seen some pretty weird refereeing situations." Thinking back on the first battle in the rematch, Malaji commented on the chaotic interference and the brawl that ensued, further blurring the lines between sport and entertainment. He also,
tuck his chin, and he got hit behind the head. And as you know, as a referee, if a guy gives you that opportunity to land behind the head by leaning forward, that's your fault at the end of the day. But, you know, this is, again, a cocky referee, didn't know his position, didn't know his job. He got the job, I don't know, maybe because he knew Suleiman or whoever in Mexico, and he got this position, but very inexperienced, didn't get the memo that this was the exhibition. I'm glad that Floyd threw his behind out the ring because it was terrible.
Speculated on the odd refereeing situation, unsure whether Floyd Mayweather had actually fired the referee, or if the official had walked away due to the intense pressure from Mayweather. This was an exhibition, so it kind of takes on the little W.
I think Floyd did against Gotti.
I wasn't that impressed, to be honest with you.
So what could have been better?
I don't know what he's at. There's no meaning behind it. He's just, you know, here and there.
Be patient, guys. Be patient.
Meaning
Back up
behind
a
the
bit.
belts.
Back up.
There's nothing to it. I enjoyed the brawl afterwards more.
WWF or WWE effect too. You know, the first fight kind of did with the interference from outside the ring and the brawl outside the ring, and then this time too, I don't know if the referee got fired by Floyd or Floyd fired the referee, fired himself because he couldn't deal with Floyd yelling at him. Bit of sensitivity, I guess. But Paulie Malik Nagy further discussed the controversy surrounding the punch that led to the referee's intervention. He clarified his view that the punch was legal, explaining that John Gotti Jr. was in a defense.
Heavy, some want to move around light. So, you know, in the last exhibition, a lot of disrespect. So it got a little crazy. From what I was hearing, a lot of people on social media were saying that it was fake or it was scripted. Absolutely not true. You see that it was fights all around the arena. So, you know, when something like that happens, it can't be fake or rehearsed.
Mm-hmm. Emotions were definitely flying that night.
Probably so. I was cool. I really wasn't tripping.
Yeah.
From what I'm told, you know, we spoke. My team has spoke to his team. And before the end of the year, I think we're going to make it happen.
Ooh, the rematch.
Yes.
Position with his gloves up, and Floyd Mayweather's punch landed just behind the ear, but not in a way that would constitute an illegal rabbit punch. He added, I did think that the shot was clean. I didn't think it was behind the head. Gotti was just covering up, giving kind of high gloves ear muffs, and Floyd punched around the gloves, which was a little bit behind the ear, but I didn't think it was a rabbit punch. No matter how the exhibition fight unfolded, the outcome was never really in doubt. Floyd Mayweather was clearly the better fighter than John Gotti Jr., and that was evident despite the controversy, the mid-fight referee change, and any tense moments. Given that he has boxed professionally for decades, Mayweather is in a category that is well above Gotti's level. Shannon acknowledged that even though the fight between Floyd Mayweather
is a great fighter, he's unbeaten, but beyond unbeaten, he's a talented boxer. So I said, if the kid fights him in a ring, a boxing ring, he'll lose. If he fights him in a cage, he's a big, strong, strappy kid, and you could fight any which way. I think he'd have a shot at beating Mayweather. What happened, I watched it. He cheapened the whole thing. You made money. It was bullshit.
And John Gotti, I appeared legitimate. Mayweather's financial incentive to make $520 million in a fight where victory was all but guaranteed made the decision an easy one. Still, Shannon wouldn't have counseled Floyd to accept the fight. Shannon had doubts about Gotti's prospects of defeating the season winner. Miss continued by discussing Floyd Mayweather's financial motivations for agreeing to the bout, emphasizing how easy it was for Mayweather to accept such a big deal. I don't blame him for accepting the easy money option. I have 200 fights under my belt, but if you're going to give me $20 million to show up and fight a guy in a 3 or 4 round exhibition, and I know the guy can't beat me, I'm going to take that easy money, Sharp said. Mayweather knew he couldn't beat his opponent, so he had nothing to lose by participating in a quick demonstration match. Sharp said that he understood Mayweather's decision to accept the fight, but he was perplexed by Gotti's antics during the contest, wondering how Gotti would respond to the stoppage. Referee Kenny Bess was sharply chastised by Shannon for the way the fight was handled, claiming that Bess regularly appeared to favor Sharp, felt that Floyd Mayweather's stoppage in this specific case was premature, even if he didn't directly dispute Mayweather's honesty. Sharp also suggested that Mayweather's history of an eating may have had some influence on the stoppage. During this podcast, popular Fox Sports pundit Skip Biss shared his opinions with Sharon's astute observations. Skip Biss expressed doubts about the legitimacy of the tournament because Kenny B, as the referee, is often considered Floyd's personal official. He claimed that the battle appeared planned, choreographed, and even practiced, raising the possibility that the resultant sequence of events were prearranged. Skip Biss went on, "To your point, Kenny Beers, I believe he's a distant relative of mine, but I'm not sure about that, but I love him. I say scripted. I say saged. Premeditated. I say practically rehearsed. You're right, I've always adored him. Floyd is spending a lot of money to put on a show. But since John Gotti I serves as his personal referee, he is unable to actually put on a performance against him. It doesn't matter. It's just an exhibition." Skip Biss noted that Floyd Mayweather was not at his best when discussing his current condition and the lead up to his exhibition contest versus John Gotti. Floyd argues that even if he is not as physically fit as he once was, his superior boxing knowledge and defensive prowess mean that physical form is not necessary for him to navigate the ring. The 47-year-old Floyd Mayweather kept the bout under control. Even though he was nearly 160 pounds heavier than his opponent, John Gotti the famed New York mob boss's grandson, was once again outmatched. According to Bias, Mayweather probably sought to spice up the battle to thrill the crowd, which may have caused referee Kenny Bias to stop it because of excessive. Although the crowd encouraged Drew to step up his aggression in the fourth round, Mayweather never seemed to be in danger. Music, although there was never a declared winner in an exhibition fight, Mayweather's superior skill and control were obvious despite the fact that he appeared slower.